what sorority life was like. I only heard about it because my mom was in one, and like I just wanted to try to do it to see like, hey, what's this about? And I'm also a very shy person and I don't talk to anyone. I thought it would be a good way for me to branch out, and like my view, even though there was none, like it's been widened because the people here are just so nice. Like you have sisters that like back you up. Like when I came back from Japan, everyone that saw me were like, oh hi, like I'm glad you're back, like even though I didn't like maybe not talk to them very much, but yeah.
I guess like joining, I was expecting the typical sorority, like the social life, the parties, but I also knew that it wasn't exactly like that because my sister went to UNI, but she told me that the sororities at UNI weren't like that. They're more social, more intimate, kind of like more laid back sororities. So I guess once I joined, I had already had that in mind, but it was really like, hey, like we're sisters, we're friends, we hang out all the time, we care for each other, we will do anything for you.
My experience with like sorority life is pretty similar to Kylie's actually, because my mom was in a sorority when she was in college, and like she was heavily like into it. She still goes sometimes to her house and like visits. So she like really pushed the idea of like you need to join a sorority, because like when I was in high school I had like one friend group and I loved my friend group, but then we all went to different colleges, so I came up here alone. And I've never actually like had to deal with that before, so my mom really pushed for me to like find new people through that, because she knows that I can kind of be like a little introvert. So like to hide in my room a lot. So
Me too.
So then I just decided I'd join because like seeing my mom and my godmother actually, who was her roommate for 4 years when she was in the sorority with her, like how they interacted and how they just like selflessly cared for each other no matter what, like actual sisters. I wanted something like that.
My mom was also in one, so I grew up hearing about it. And I guess when I came here, I was kind of like under the impression that it wouldn't really work with my major. I went to one of the recruitment events beforehand, and I automatically signed up the next day. So I went into it excited to meet new people, and when I actually got into my chapter, I made a whole new friends group that actually cared about me and were excited to see me every day. So it's basically the same as everyone else.
When you join a sorority, there are meetings that you have to attend every week to just go over what's going on in the sorority, what needs to happen, and I don't know how to explain them. But they're called chapter meetings. It depends on where you go, like what days.
I didn't expect how many dresses I had to wear.
True.
There's so many more dresses now.
Yeah, I came up here, I had like maybe 3 dresses in total.
I
And then
like 12 now.
Yeah, I have so many dresses now. And dress pants. I never thought
I don't have any dress pants. I need to get some dress pants.
Yeah.
Because you have to wear pin attire, which is basically, you have to basically
job
business formal.
business stuff
Yeah.
you wear
Yeah.
to like a job interview or something.
Yeah. I almost like compare it to like business cocktail party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Makes me actually have to worry about getting dressed up on Sundays and not just stay in my pajamas all day long.
But we do have meetings that you can just walk to them in your pajamas.
Those are a blessing.
Totally have done it.
Especially during finals week.
Those are great.
Mm-hmm.
The study sessions we have as a chapter.
Oh.
So if people don't think about it, they're like, oh, sororities just are for the social thing, and there's so much more involved in your academics
Yeah.
than social.
Yeah, I didn't even think about like the academic like scholarship side of like sororities, because like the image that's kind of painted in like media and like what you see most of the time is like parties and like friends and like having like a group of girls around you at all times, but
It's not true.
It's not true.
Not even close.
Most of the time, like sisterhood hangout events are like, let's go like study, or let's go like eat a whole bunch of food.
Or go to Mamma
Whole
Mia
bunch.
too.
Or go see Mamma Mia too. Like it's just like basically what you would do with like your high school friends, but like up another notch. You have like 70 plus people instead of like 5 plus people. So
That you can text at any time to be like, hey, do you guys
Let's
like
go get pizza.
anyone want to go get dinner, or anyone hanging out in like the union or in the library that we could hang out with? Or,
Want to go hang out at the house?
Yeah.
I didn't expect that I'd get like so close to so many people, or that like even though like I'm so introverted, there are so many people with open arms and like, hey, like come with us, or like push me to do things I wouldn't normally do, like Amber.
oh my god,
love
yeah.
Amber.
I definitely have grown so much in the chapter. I've like made me become unapologetic for who I am.
Yes.
All the girls are not competing to be better than the other girl. They're pushing each other to become the best person they can be.
I don't care if you're my sister or anything, you're my Panhellenic sister. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we're all, like, rooting for you, whether you fit with us or if you fit somewhere else. That's totally fine, because we can still be best friends. Like, that's... The letters on our shirts really don't define us.
That makes our campus a bit different from other campuses.
Yeah.
Because our campus is so small with Greek life, it's more... People aren't, like, competing as... I mean, yeah, there's competition between the chapters, but it's, like, small competitions of, like, the Greek games and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's
Like,
just a
they're
friendly
friendly.
competition. But I have friends in other chapters, and I could care less if they're in another chapter. I'll go support their events, and they come support ours.
Yeah.
Last year I lived in the dorms since I was freshman. This year I've chosen to live in the house, and my house holds 17 people. Yeah, and our house is full this year, so it's definitely chaotic at times if there's 17 people at the one time, which happens every day. It's definitely nicer knowing you can go walk downstairs to the living room, just all your sisters are there talking. You're much closer with them, but then also you can go hide somewhere in the house if you want to.
I live in the house this year as well. I lived in a dorm last year with, like, one roommate, and it was, like, super chill, but living in the house is, like, a whole different experience when it comes to the sorority life. When you're in the sorority and you don't live in the house, you, like, you're in the sisterhood, but then, like, once you live in the house, it's, like, a whole different thing. Because I have 12 people in my house, and we're at capacity as well. I swear, it's like every hour, on the hour, something insane is happening, or someone's screaming. But, like, in a good
So
way.
good, you know?
Like, I came home one night, I had been over at a friend's, like, apartment, we were just watching a movie, and I came back, and I came into the, like, our living room, and my sisters were just kind of, like, having a dance party. It was, like, 11:30 at night, and I was like,
Okay.
alright. So then, like, of course, like, I go and join them, and then we're like, oh, it's like 1:30 in the morning, we should probably go to bed. And it's just, like, the most random things. Or we'll just, like, one person will be sitting in the dining room, and then all of a sudden, all 12 of us are in the dining room, having, like, this big, like, discussion about whatever's going on, or, like, doing something stupid, honestly.
Remember the scene in, like, Princess Diaries where they slid down the stairs and their mat? We did that.
Oh my
You
gosh.
did?
Yes.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Because we just got a whole new thing of mattresses. Like, a few of the mattresses we needed to get new ones. So
Yeah.
we got a bunch, and it was the process of, like, switching them out.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked downstairs, and they're sliding down the mattresses in their pajamas, and I'm like,
Me.
Alright.
it's also 1 in the morning, but okay.
Yep.
I guess like something that we can talk about now is like as a current member, what it's like building up and getting ready for recruitment. Like what's that been like? Like for me, it was I felt kind of embarrassed learning and practicing our door stacks, which
Oh my gosh.
okay, before just so you know, when you're going through recruitment,
They sing
when you
to
get to a house, they will sing to you and they might clap, they might do things together. Be prepared for it.
It's terrible.
Oh, wait, they
Yeah.
didn't tell us when we went there, and they're like, by the way, right 2 minutes before they start, they will sing at you. I'm like,
And it's kind of scary. It's a little like, oh, hello there, kind of thing.
but
But
once you're in the chapter, it's so much fun.
yeah,
It is.
it's a little embarrassing when people are like walking past and kind of
We got
like, look
honked
at
at.
you weird.
We kept getting
Yeah.
honked at because we're like on a main street. I'm
Yeah.
like, guys, it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Because it has to be like perfect. You have to like start at the right time, know when to come out, know how long you're supposed to sing for,
How to get up and walk backwards
and where
Without
to
tripping
go.
over everyone.
in heels.
Yeah, and like where to go and
Need to practice.
We haven't.
Oh, we haven't either.
No.
We're just gonna wing it.
mm-hmm.
Are you sitting or are you standing?
It will depend.
We just kind of fall on top of each other. We don't really have a set. You'll hear this probably a lot, either going through recruitment or if this is your first year recruiting, that it's a numbers game. And it is such, like, crazy to hear that, but it is such a numbers game. Like, no matter what, it's just like, it's a crazy process. Like, how they figure out who goes where and, like, how much time is allotted for this. And, like, it's just, it's like a machine. And I didn't know it was that intricate.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. I didn't know how hard it was to talk.
Yeah, talking to people, like you have to have your back pocket questions ready.
Yeah. It's like,
What to do when they're shy and they don't answer your questions.
yeah. It's like,
No
like-
offense to shy
yeah.
people.
No.
And it's just sitting here like,
It's true though.
It throws
Yeah.
you off the first time though someone does that because you're used to like talking to your sisters and having conversations, and then you like practice P&Ms and then they just won't talk to you and you're like, but I just was talking to you 2 minutes ago.
Yes. I think that's what threw me off the most is that we use our sisters as like practice P&M. So like we have to have discussions with them, and it was like really hard to talk to them at times because I was like, I have to treat you not like my sister, like not like my best friend, even though we literally just went and like ate food together and like did something stupid. I don't know.
What is nice though about preparing for recruitment is you sit there and you actually really get to know so much more about your sisters and
Oh my gosh, you get
so much
close.
more about like everyone in general, and get so close, and you're completely reminded why you joined.
So all the chapters call it something different. My chapter calls it Wild Week. I think you guys call it
Spirit Week.
Ours is the week before classes. So like ours started the 13th of August and it's the whole week, and it's like 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock at night. You're there all day. That's how long ours was.
Yeah.
But no, it's talking and singing, and you're exhausted, but you learn so many more things about your sisters, and you get so much more closer because you're all dying together.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We had a sickness going around, which I
Oh, you
currently
did?
have.
Still is.
I'm
Still
yep,
is.
I'm sick currently still, but
So I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and comment down below whether you're in a sorority or fraternity right now and what chapter you're in, or whether you guys are thinking about going through recruitment. Comment that down below. Make sure to follow all of our social medias. I will get your social medias later, and I'll have it all along the screen of everyone's social medias. If they're not on private, you guys go follow them, give them some much love. Also, make sure to subscribe to my channel. The link is down below or at the end of this video, right up here, which will probably be above Kylie's face. Sorry. Little Mike Wazowski in it. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!
bye.